Hello, and welcome to the Visionary Leaders Collective podcast. I'm Dr. Josie Schmidt, one of the founders, and I'm so excited to have you all here today. In our community, we gather every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific time for insightful discussions and valuable wisdom. Today, we have something very special planned for you. If you're facing challenges like brain fog, mood swings, sleep issues, sagging skin, low energy, possibly some weight gain, sugar cravings, or even some glucose spikes, we have this class tailored just for you. I would like to introduce our presenters, Dr. Julie Kaneshiro, Doctor of Acupuncture, and Dr. David Shapiro, Doctor of Chiropractic. They run a thriving clinic in Hilo, Hawaii, focused on helping veterans with chronic pain. They are deeply committed to caring for family and elders, and they also support their Doterra community and customers. Their partnership with Doterra, a company dedicated to purity, global healing, and worldwide impact, has led them to incorporate Doterra essential oils and supplements into their daily lives and their patient care. Their approach is rooted in love, joy, and making a difference. So please welcome Doctors David and Julie.
Thank you, Josie. And while we're sharing screen, we're just gonna share that the first slide is a little video that we love to share to open each class, and it's about Doterra's commitment to purity, because without pure essential oils, we would not partner with them. Go ahead, yeah. And so, anyway, let's just start with that. Good morning, everybody.
What is purity? Is it the absence of contaminants? Something pristine, unadulterated? Or is it the way we treat others, the conditions on which we give? Is purity a love, the kind felt for a distant community as if it were a close-knit family? Or is it the will to do good for no other reason than because it's good? Is it honesty, fairness, good character? One thing's for sure, purity is not easy. The pursuit of purity requires more than just conviction. It means rejecting even the thought of cutting a corner. It means doing what's right, even when what's right is what's seemingly insurmountable. We are more than just an essential oils company. We are in the business of empowerment. Everything we do is designed to open opportunity. Whether it's a farmer inspired, a mother assured, an athlete emboldened, or an entrepreneur on fire, this is our mission: to empower through purity. It's why we don't just buy farms, we build farmers. It's why we don't just see another's potential, we make sure they see it themselves. It's why we turn wellness advocates into advocates of change, through our product as well as our purpose. It's why everything we do is designed to empower others. And best of all, we're not alone. So let's pursue together. Let's pursue healthier families and happier communities, kinder interactions and stronger connections. Let's pursue understanding and common ground, humility, empathy, and charity. Let's pursue being the difference that makes all the difference. Let's pursue a smile on the face of everyone we meet, and a positive impact left behind everywhere we go. Because when the pure gifts of the earth are paired with the pure love of each other, there is no telling what we can achieve. Doterra, pursue what's pure.
Oh, that video. I almost cry. Again, I've seen it so many times and I love that video. Okay, so why Doterra? Why now? It is the largest essential oil company in the world. It's the most tested, most trusted essential oil. CPTG stands for Certified Pure Tested Grade. This is doTERRA's standard. There did not exist a testing standard for or even pure essential oils on the market in this way before doTERRA. And so we can trust this pure essential oil, which is the foundation of all these amazing products that we use every day.
And that's important to us because we use essential oils aromatically, breathing them in, or in a diffuser, topically, putting them on our skin. And what we're going to talk about most today is internally. And if the essential oils are not pure, if they have any kind of lab-made additives or pesticides or heavy metals, or if they just don't even have the oil that's what it says on the label in the bottle, it's not going to be good for you. In fact, it can be dangerous. So that's why we trust and have chosen to partner with doTERRA, because they indeed certified pure, therapeutic, or tested grade essential oils.
Here we go. doTERRA essential oils are used by doctors and hospitals worldwide. And the next two, 4 and 5, doTERRA essential oils are ethically and sustainably sourced. You can go to sourcetoyou.com and learn about the sourcing stories and the quality and the high standards and what doTERRA does, not only to get the purest essential oils in the world, but also support the communities and make sure at every step of the way the oils are tested, the products are tested, but also that the people are fairly treated and lifted in the world. So doTERRA also works directly with farmers and the stories of the impact, not only on our side, what we're going to mostly talk about today, how we live Metapower, but on the other side, the other impact on the farmers and the communities. Those are huge reasons why I love partnering with doTERRA, and the leadership and the integrity of multi-billion-dollar company. I learned so much from what doTERRA does and how they operate. We're successful clinic owners, and we like to see how other companies work. And doTERRA, we get to follow their lead with how amazing doTERRA is in this world.
Mm-hmm. They're in 120, well, over 120 countries and open markets worldwide. Their compensation plan is genius. We'll be talking about that at the end of the presentation, so make sure you stay for the whole thing. And they have a high customer retention rate. That's customer loyalty. And the average in the industry is 11 or 12%. doTERRA is at 65%. That's the people that use the products and the oils and the supplements, and they reorder and reorder and reorder and reorder. And that is unheard of in this industry. And it's just because the products are so wonderful. And 9 and 10, we're going to do together. They're a privately owned company with an incredible ownership team, and they're debt-free, and they have no outside funding. And that's really, really, really important, because the founders of the company can keep their standards very, very, very high. They don't have to report to anyone. They don't have venture capitalists on their backs saying, hey, we need to make more profit, so lower your standards. If it's a little bit more expensive to make pure oils, they can stick to their guns and make them anyway, and have the best product that is available and the best product that is possible. That's the reason why we choose to partner with doTERRA. Thank you. Oops. And then why metabolic health important? And this whole presentation today with MetaPWR is about metabolic health. The whole reason for MetaPWR is to help us all increase our metabolic health. So good metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from food with healthy, stable levels of blood sugar, blood fat, and insulin. fluctuations in these levels are natural, but it's important to avoid big spikes, which can contribute unfavorably to long-term health. And then if you look in over here, 6.8, only 6.8% of the population is optimal or has optimal metabolic health. That means over 10% of us do not. So it's a big market and there's a big need, and that's what the MetaPWR system is all about.
So I love this chart of this wellness lifestyle pyramid. You know, in our culture, we're so focused on diseases. And so this pyramid helps me to frame wellness as a way that I can take care of myself. Hey, Aisha, do you think you could? And so the foundation is great nutrition and digestion, and Doterra's supplement line, smart supplementation, really supports helping us have good, healthy habits of nutrition and digestion, including our new probiome. And so the next level, rather, you know, it's kind of, we have to kind of switch from this disease and problem based to a wellness base. So movement and metabolism. Josie was just telling us about her morning strength training, and that's inspiring. David and I, we go walking or swimming in the mornings. And so we're really trying to incorporate a daily habit as we treat. I think the average age of the veterans that I see is probably 65 or 70. And the healthiest ones clearly, they make it a daily habit to even just get outside and, you know, walk around, go to the mailbox, you know, visit their neighbors. Somehow that daily movement and connection is really important. So the next one, especially in these times, managing stress and rest, and Doterra's Serenity, a lot of the lavender based oils and products are so great for helping us rest and manage our stress. Adaptive, David and I always talk about how adaptive is essential in our lives. And so I love these things. You can, you know, kind of start to incorporate them into your mind and into your daily habit of, am I getting the nutrition and how can I improve that? Movement, metabolism, and then also good sleep, managing your stress, and also reducing toxicity. Doterra is On Guard, Abode, Zendocrine, Lemon, so many great products. Do you have something you wanted to add? No. And then we get to more of the healthcare. So informed self-care, which is what we're doing here. And then if you need it, proactive medical care.
How do I get this to change?
Let's see. Here we go.
Thank you. Can we make that small? We're just going to make it so that we can see the whole screen here. So this whole presentation is about metabolic health and biological age, and they are inseparable. So as you age, actually, you're going to take this one. You take the left half, I'll take the right half.
Okay, as you age, so does your metabolic function. And metabolism influences your energy, your weight, body composition, sleep, cognitive performance. So here are the 5 pillars of metabolic health. Healthy eating, like we were saying, good nutrition and digestion, daily movement. So it's really helping us to reframe our health. And I love this. For me right now, stress management, rest, this is really my focus. And healthy connections, wonderful, loving relationships, and smart supplementation.
And now on the right side of the screen, you see lifespan versus health span. This is a really, really important chart to understand. Lifespan is the number of years in your life. It's how old you are when you die and how many years you spend on this planet. Health span is the number of years that you spend healthy. And so the first line, this gray line that's all the way to the left, the leftmost one, is what happens when naturally, if we do nothing, that's the normal health span and aging span. And here is health. As you go up higher, the health is better. As you go lower, the health is not as good. And then this is the lifespan. This is the timeline. So with medical science, this is the second one. We've been able to extend how long we live, but look how low this is here on health span. And what this means is that with medical science and all our scientific advances that we've had so far, and the medical approach, we've been able to extend the life, but the last sometimes 8 to 10 to 15 years of many people's lives are spent in very, very poor health. They're either in convalescent homes or nursing homes, or being taken care of by a family member, and the quality of their life is very, very low. And what we're interested now is how can we make the lifespan and the health span equal? And that's this orange line over here. And that's what we're going for with the MetaPWR. I call it anti-aging system, to increase this health span, so that at the end of our life, we're almost as much as healthy as at the beginning of our life. In fact, if you can see this line here, it's very, 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 very light. Above that line, we can take care of ourselves. We can do all the stuff that we normally do. Below that line, yeah, now we're starting to need help with all the things we do in our life. So we want to keep the health span above this 50% line for as long as we can. And with MetaPWR, that is what we're going to be able to do. And here's the products. Here's the whole system on one slide. It addresses 3 different epidemics that are facing humanity, and especially the United States population today. The first one is obesity and people having problems with their weight. And that's this product. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then the second epidemic is this MetaPWR Assist, which helps us with our blood sugar handling and diabetes, another epidemic that goes hand in hand with obesity and helps us smooth out those blood sugar spikes. And then the third epidemic that just seems to be happening as the population is aging is our joints hurt. And we have a little bit of brain fog, and we don't have as much energy as we used to. So we're going to talk about them each individually. Let's go back over to here with the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend. This is a blend of 5 different essential oils. When we put them together in exact ratios and take them on a daily basis, and what we do is just put 4 drops in a big quart of water and sip it throughout the day, it inhibits our fat cells from storing fat. I leave a little pause there because that's monumental. The way our fat cells work is they start off real small, and then when we consume more calories than we burn off, our body stores them as fat. And so these little fat cells over their lifespan get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because they're storing all the fat. But eventually our fat cells die. They have a life cycle, and then they're replaced by small ones. And if we do nothing to change anything, they're going to get fat like the other ones did, and then they'll die and they'll get replaced with small ones that get fat. What happens here, when we take this essential oil blend, it inhibits our fat cells from storing the fat. So the fat ones don't get fatter and then they die. But then when they're replaced with the young small ones, they don't store all that fat. They don't get fluffy. So people's weight changes, people's shape changes, and it has an effect on their metabolism. And so there's 4 different delivery systems for this. And in the kit that we're going to show you in a slide or 2, it has all 4 different delivery systems, and we encourage everybody to try them and just see which ones they like the best. So there's the oil that you just put in your water, and it's your normal essential oil bottle. And we just put 4 drops in a quart of water and sip that throughout the day. There's also beadlets, which you can pop into your mouth, and when you have a craving, and you just crunch it in your teeth, and it lets the oil out, and you get a burst of that MetaPWR flavor, which is just wonderful. And it's a combination of grapefruit essential oil, lemon essential oil, peppermint essential oil, cinnamon essential oil, and ginger. All kinds of things for metabolism and digestion. So that's for cravings, the little beadlets. Then there's the satiety gum. You can pop the chewing gum. It also has the essential oil blend in it when you get a craving. And I have one patient that he loves the gum, but he runs out too fast. So he'll save the gum, and then after he's chewed it, and then he just adds a drop of the essential oil to his gum and re-chews it. So people are very creative. And then the fourth one is, say for whatever reason you don't like the taste of the MetaPWR essential oil blend, you can just take it as a soft gel. So the fourth delivery method is you take it as a soft gel, just with your supplements with each meal.
I take that the most, and I do it a little different way at the suggestion of Dr. Mika, because my mom loves the little gummy bears. And so Mika had recommended to her that she try, instead of gummy bears, which are higher in sugar, to have a MetaPWR soft gel. So you're chewing on the soft gel, and then you chew on, you burst it open rather than just swallow, which you don't taste the MetaPWR, to actually like chew it and have that burst of MetaPWR flavor. And now I love that. So that's, instead of the beadlet, which is like, I think maybe less than a drop of MetaPWR, I use the soft gel, which is several drops of MetaPWR, and I have that burst of the taste and the chewy gummy bear.
Yeah, then you chew on the soft gel casing, and it's kind of like having gum for a little bit. Also, we found that that mom, when she gets all phlegmy and starts coughing, and she chews one of the MetaPWR Metabolic blend soft gels, her phlegm goes away. And we're not sure how that works, but it works. It's just a pro tip, something that we found in our lives.
From Chinese medicine, we have a sense, but
And then, so epidemic number 1, obesity, done. Moving on to epidemic number 2, and that's blood sugar handling. And with blood sugar, you don't want your blood sugar to spike. And that happens after you have any meal that has potatoes, rice, bread, pasta. Your blood sugar spikes, and then your body releases insulin, blood sugar plummets, and those spikes and plummets, those are not good for your body. It's I liken it to driving your car and flooring the gas and then slamming on the brakes, and then flooring the gas and slamming on the brakes, and flooring the gas and slamming on the brakes. It's not good for your car. It's not good for your engine. It's not good for your car. It's not good for the people inside the car. Same thing with the blood sugar. We want to keep it as smooth as we possibly can without spikes and valleys in each 24-hour period. And so Doterra has come up with MetaPWR Assist, and it's a teeny tiny capsule that you take 20 to 30 minutes before any meal that, well, they call it the heaviest meal of the day, but I say any meal that's going to contain the carbohydrates, the rice, the bread, the pasta, the ones that potatoes, the ones I mentioned before. And what it does is it slows down the absorption and the digestion of those particular nutrients, so that you don't get that sugar rush, and you don't get the spike, and then you don't need the valley. So it smooths out the glucose levels in your blood, which is much, much, much better for you. And we have patients that are pre-diabetic. We have patients that are diabetic that test their sugar multiple times during the day, and they have tried this, and it really, really works. And they have had to go back and change the medication levels with their doctor, because now they're on the MetaPWR Assist, just one capsule with any of the carbohydrate containing meals of the day. So it decreases the post-meal glucose spikes, supports healthy blood sugar responses already in the normal range, and it stabilizes the energy levels throughout the day. So epidemic number 2, done. Epidemic number 3, this is, oh, my joints hurt. and I'm getting a little forgetful, and I have some brain fog, and I don't have as much energy as I used to. So at Doterra, they were looking at that, and they said, well, there are already some collagen products on the market. How could we make it better? And so Metapower Advantage is collagen plus NMN, and we'll talk about NMN in a minute. And plus, well, altogether, there's 12 different anti-aging ingredients that work synergistically in Metapower Advantage. So it's not just a collagen supplement. But the thing we like to talk about is most collagen supplements on the market have 1 or 2 or 3 types of collagen. Doterra's has 9 different types of collagen. And you're probably wondering, okay, what's collagen? Collagen is a protein, and it's everywhere in your body. It's the most abundant protein in your skin. It's in your bones. It's in all your joints and cartilage, including your discs. It's in all your ligaments and tendons. We have collagen in all the connective tissue throughout the body, all the coverings of all the organs. You have collagen in your arteries. You have collagen in your heart. You have collagen in your brain. You have collagen in your eyes. There are 27 different types in the body, and 9 of those are in this collagen supplement. And so let's read the bullet points. It promotes healthy biologic aging, improves cognitive function, supports lean muscle and connective tissues, improves skin elasticity and firmness. Yeah, most collagen supplements are for your skin, and they're beauty products, and they have 1 type of collagen. We got 9.
And we definitely noticed the improvement in our skin.
Yeah.
And we use a lot of the doTERRA supplements, so I don't know if we noticed a big improvement in our cognitive function, but we introduced this to a lot of, I don't know if I can say,
You can just say patients.
Yeah. And they immediately, even with our little 7-day sharing our sample, we like that idea of 7 days, same time every day, give it a try. And they all notice and improve cognitive function, even on that 7-day trial.
I'm going to go to the next slide, but we're not done talking about this. And the next slide just shows, just in case you're wondering about those 9 different types of collagen, and it's all sourced from sustainably harvested cold water marine fish in, not just in Italy, but the majority of them come from Italy, the waters around Italy. But we're going to continue talking about this because collagen is everywhere, and we've got collagen, as I said, in our brain, and we've got collagen in our heart. And you know what, I'm going to go to the next slide, because what are we doing here? This shows all of the different ingredients that are in it, the 12 different synergistic ingredients. And but before you can take a look at that and read that. Before, I want to just tell you how we use it. They come in these sachets. They're individual sachets, and you just rip. We cut off the top, but you can rip it off. There's a little place that you can do that, and you pour the powder into water. And you want to do room temperature or cool water, not hot water. And I'll tell you why in a minute. And then you want to drink it, and you want to stir it up, or we use a little, one of those little automatic frother things, because it's just easy. And you want to drink it down within 5 minutes. And the reason we want to do that is because of the NMN content in it. And we want to get NMN, which we'll talk about in a minute, the levels as high to saturation levels in your bloodstream as possible. And we find when we drink it down within 5 minutes, those levels go up. But the reason we have it as a powder is because when you heat proteins, you denature them. In other words, you destroy them, and you make them not as effective. So if you've ever had any kind of protein drink, at least in the United States, that's in a liquid form, just know that it has to be pasteurized. It's the law. It has to be heated in order before they sell it to you, and that denatures the proteins. So Doterra did not want to have a wonderful protein product and collagen product and then destroy all the proteins. So they let us activate it at home by putting it in water, mixing it up, and drinking it. And then one of the other things about this collagen product is it's 12 times more absorbable than all the other collagen products that we know of. And that's because the tripeptide content is much, much, much higher. Most collagen products have 10 to 15% tripeptides, and Doterra has 70%. So there's a saying, you are what you eat, but it's not really true. It's you are what you absorb. And so if you're eating any kind of protein or any kind of protein powder or protein drink, and it's not absorbable, you're not getting the benefits from it. So you are what you absorb. And this is 12 times more absorbable than any other protein powder and collagen powder specifically on the market. And then we talked about NMN. We call it Advantage Collagen Plus NMN, and they highlight NMN. That's this one over here, because it is just so important that they didn't want to leave it out, along with all these other anti-aging ingredients, the 12 synergistic ingredients. We highlight NMN because NMN helps our body provide energy for the mitochondria in our cells. And the mitochondria are the engines of our cells. And in each cell, you might have 30 or 40 mitochondria. And if they don't have enough fuel, and that's ATP, and that's the energy that we use to run our cells, then we get the fatigue and we get the brain fog. And NMN helps our bodies provide that power for the mitochondria in our cells. So 30 to 40 in each cell, but guess what? In your heart tissue and in your brain tissue, we might have 1 or 2 or 3,000 mitochondria. Can I buy a vowel? Mitochondria in each cell. And that's why when we give this the Metapower Advantage collagen product to our patients and friends and family, and they're taking it because their joints hurt and they just want relief, all of a sudden their fatigue is lifting, and all of a sudden their brain fog is lifting and clearing up, and some viral infections that we have been experiencing lately. Two of the things with the after effects of the virus is brain fog and profound fatigue. So we find this is really helpful with that too. So we're excited about this, all 3 products. Let's see what our next slide is, because I just don't remember. Oh, this is how you get started. So what we recommend is, if you're not already a wholesale customer or a wellness advocate, that you get a wholesale account. We don't recommend anybody buy retail. We want you to get the most for your money. And even if when you open a wholesale account, you can get even more savings by buying a kit. So we recommend starting with the MetaPWR system kit. And that contains all 4 delivery systems for the MetaPWR oil. It includes the MetaPWR Assist. Those are the capsules. And the oil, all 4 delivery systems for the oil, which helps your body, inhibits your fat cells from storing fat. The capsules, MetaPWR Assist, which helps smooth out the blood sugar. And also the MetaPWR, a 30-day supply of MetaPWR Advantage Collagen Plus NMN, all in one kit. So you can try everything. And then since you have all 4 of these over here, 1, 2, 3, and 4 delivery systems, you can see which ones you like the best.
Yeah.
And then when you reorder, just get the ones that you love the best. It's only $179 for
an amazing,
all of these, and you get to try them all. Yeah. And with this kit, you get free shipping, and you get a free diffuser, which you can use for all your other oils. So that's another class where we introduce all the other incredible essential oils. And
we have a number of people who loved this whole kit so much they ordered it probably about 5 times, and then they're like, okay, now I know what I really love.
Or if you like all the products and you just want to save money, it's available. It doesn't have to be an initial your initial order, but we recommend it for the initial order. Oh, and there's no minimum order on your initial order. So if you just want one of these, we get a lot of people that just want to start with this.
Yeah.
And that's what they order. That, and lately we didn't talk about the probiotics today, but we're getting a lot of people that their initial order is the MetaPWR Collagen Plus NMN Plus the PB Restore, the incredible probiotic product that Doterra has, which is anyway, it's incredible. That's another class as well. So you got to keep coming back on Mondays. Anyway, I'm going to go to the next one. You can take this one, Julie, because you're just better at explaining it.
So this is an amazing Facebook page that was created by Kayla Monson and Eliza Yoshida, and it's called Wellness Simplified. So you have to search for this group. It's a private group, but if you look for it on Facebook, it's the most amazing support. And they've created this as, right, we want simple, ATP. So once you're in this group.
Is this the one where they have all of the different
testimonials
about the Metapower system? That's why we're talking about this. As you go on there, you'll hear story after story after story after story of people that are using these products and tell how they changed their life.
And their eyesight is improved, and they show like, oh, this was my visit to the eye doctor last year, and here it is this year. Or before I went to convention, this was my A1C level, my blood sugar level. And then I took it for 3 months and look at it now, and you can see the changes. So this is actually support for those of us who are sharing Doterra, and we're like, oh, I can't remember how many collagens, and you just need support in sharing Metapower. So first, join Wellness Simplified if you're not already in this group. It's so much support information. And then you're talking to someone and they're like, oh yeah, you look fantastic. What are you doing? And they let me add you to this group. So you add them to the group, to Wellness Simplified group, and then you tag them once they're in there. You tag them too, and it's going to look like this. It's start here, welcome to the community, and it shows them a really succinct and fun 11-minute video about Metapower. And then you just say, text me when you've seen the video, and then you can start a conversation. So this is a super simple support. We've used it a number of times with people who love Facebook. And they can look through all the testimonials and get a better understanding of how this could be helpful in their lives.
So we started talking about sharing Doterra already. It's what we do, and in addition to our clinic, we use Doterra for another stream of income, because we're into multiple streams of income. So let's talk about that. Let's get to the next slide. So what's the formula? And the question is, how do I make money? And it's really simple. You share the products, you teach people just a little bit so they know enough to have a good experience. You show them how to open up their wholesale account so that you don't have to stock all the products, and then you support them.
Including inviting them to this class.
And then what do? You share with somebody else, and you teach them a little bit so they have a good experience with the products. You set them up so they can get it wholesale, sent directly to their homes. There's no minimum orders, no sign-up fee, and then you support them. And what do? We just keep repeating that, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And I'm going to let Julie talk about the next slide, which talks about the different ranks in the company and different incomes that can be achieved. And the difference between the lowest rank and the highest ranks is
they've just done this more.
Yeah, the ones that are making more money have done this same process for longer. Let's go to the next one.
Okay, so here's the income potential. So when you've been sharing, teaching, helping people get wholesale accounts and supporting them, and you've been doing that over and over and over again, you will reach this rank of elite. And so the commission is on average $365 a month, which we call with Doterra free natural healthcare, because you can afford and you can get all of your Doterra supplements and oils. So as you do this and you grow and you share and you help other people to do the same thing, you move up to Premier and then reach this rank of silver. And what are silvers? 3 elites. So you learn and you remember, how did I get to elite? And you share that with people on your team who want to grow their income. And that's what a silver is. You have 3 people who are elites. And so as you grow as a silver and you become a better leader and you mentor with the people here, you become a gold, which is where David and this was our highest rank, is gold. And then we get to the next level, to platinum. And look at that. Look at the average income of a platinum, $9,000 a month. And when you're platinum, what is that? 3 silvers. So that's when we share with our 3 leaders how to become silvers. And then when you continue to grow, the next rank is diamond. And the person who introduced Doterra to us, Dr. Mika Carew, this was her highest rank, diamond. And that's not 3 silvers, but 4 silvers. So we look to her for support, as well as Dr. Josie, whose highest rank here, blue diamond, and that's 5 gold. So you get to see the importance of even the most basic rank of, not basic, this is an achievement. To get to elite is an achievement, but it's the foundation of leadership in Doterra. And it's all based on getting to this level of elite. And we are all here to support you. Aisha, who has reached the highest rank of presidential diamond, and Josie and Kayla and Eliza and Dr. Mika and Diane Dorez and all the other diamonds and platinum. We're all here to support you, but we're here, we're right here in this group in Visionary Leaders to support you on your journey.
I got to jump in. And in most network marketing companies, they're going to say, yeah, you can make this and you can make this. They're almost $40,000 a month. And this one's over $100,000 a month. And I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who's at that rank. And we have them all in our group, and they're all willing to answer your questions. And they're all putting classes. You don't have to do the classes yourself. You can just invite people to these classes. But all these people with all these ranks are available to us. And it all starts here. And even before that, it starts with just
here,
sharing the products with your friends, teaching them just a little bit so they have a good experience, setting them up with a wholesale account and supporting them.
But it's meeting people where they're at too. Yeah.
And the difference between these people here and these people here is they've been doing this longer. Just been doing it longer and more consistently. Yeah. Let's see what the next slide brings. Oh, how much time is involved? You can take this one.
Okay. So 3 to 5 hours a week. But when we say 3 to 5 hours a week, that's you connecting with people and inviting them to these classes, answering their questions in a way that's fun for you, in a way that honors who you are and the person that you're sharing the oils with. And so if you're doing this actively 3 to 5 hours a week, you can get your oils paid for. And that's around the rank of elite. If you want to supplement your income, now you are supporting other people who also want to get their oils paid for, and you're stepping into even more of a leadership role. And that's 5 to 15 hours a week. And then eventually we'll want to replace our income. And that's where you're supporting other leaders to support people who want to get their oils paid for.
And what's the next step? Do you have a wholesale account? If you already have your wholesale account, the next step is to upgrade to a wellness advocate and set up your 100 PV loyalty rewards points order. That's a recurring order. And with loyalty rewards points, you get points back, and you can work your way up to as much as 30% below wholesale. That's what we recommend. And if you don't have a wholesale account yet, that's what you do next. You set up your wholesale account by choosing a kit and set up your loyalty rewards points order. That's a recurring order. And if you set up an LRP order, you get an additional 10% off on your first order. And you're on your way to building up to that 30% below wholesale. Then reach out for help. We'll plug you into all of our training and resources and start making a list and sample everybody. And we say share with everybody and have fun. There we go. And now we're going to talk a little bit about how we make money with essential oils and MetaPWR and all the different products from Doterra. In network marketing, we want you to have a win right away and get some money in your pocket as soon as we possibly can. And that's where the fast start bonus comes in. This is only for the first 60 days after you enroll somebody. It's not the first 60 days that you're in the business. You can get the fast start bonus years and years and years and years later after you join the business. But when you enroll somebody, that means you sign them up, or you help them establish their wholesale account. The first 60 days that they have that wholesale account, everything that they buy, you will receive a 20% commission. And everything that they buy, 20% commission will be sent to you, a 10% commission will be sent to the person that introduced you to the oils, and a 5% commission will be sent to the person that introduced you to the oils. So 3 levels for that first 60 days receive commissions. And it's a wonderful thing. We call it mailbox money. And it's wonderful when these checks come in your mailbox, and whether you're expecting it or not, whether you realize that you're going to get it or not, it's always a wonderful thing when you go out to your mailbox and there's a check there. And then one of my favorite, another way that you can make money with Doterra is called the Power of 3 bonus. And this is paid every month. And here's how this one works in a nutshell. And this is a very simplified version. So say this is you up here, and you share Doterra oils and products with 3, and you're doing 100 PV a month, 100 point order a month. And you share Doterra products and essential oils with 3 other people who also want to do 100 points a month. Doterra will send you a $50 bonus in addition to all the other commissions that you earn. And when each of these 3 people share Doterra oils and products with 3 additional people that also want to do 100 points a month, Doterra will send you, instead of this $50 bonus, you'll move up to a $250 check, which Doterra will send you every month. And when each of these 9 people on this level share, so each of these share with 3 of their friends who also want to do 100 points a month in Doterra essential oils and products, Doterra will send you a $1,500 check. And so get this, if this is your introduction to network marketing, this is going to go way over your head. Don't worry about it. You have to hear this a number of times. But if you know anything about network marketing and you've been involved before, this will be significant. You can achieve this bonus of $1,500 a month extra bonus with 40 total people in your organization. That's unheard of. That's not many people. Usually to get $1,500 in income, you're going to need 200, 300, 400 people in your organization. So this is astounding and wonderful, and another reason why we choose to partner with Doterra. And then we always talk about residual income. This is our Doterra's unilevel bonus. That's the residual income, and that is the true mailbox money. This is the one where you can go on vacation and for a couple of months and still have that money coming into your mailbox and gigantic checks. This is where the real money is made in this business. And now, most network marketing companies use this model over here. Doterra turns that around backwards and flips it upside down to our benefit. And I'll show you why. Now, most network marketing companies, they'll pay you a high percentage, say 7% on your first level. Those are the people that you personally introduce to Doterra. And then the people that these people introduce, that's your second generation, the percentage graduates down of commission. And then on your 3rd generation, it gets a little bit smaller and smaller and smaller till by the time they get to the 7th generation, you're at a very small percentage. That's the normal way that network marketing.
And it almost is a competition because you want the 7% commission versus a 2%.
Yeah, so you end up wanting to put a lot of people on this first level instead of working down to support your team.
Mm-hmm.
So the way Doterra does it, and they flip it on its head. And let me just explain this model first. This is, so you would be up here Level 1 is if you share with 3 people who come on as doTERRA wellness advocates, and they each share with 3 people, then on level 2 you'd have 9. If they each share with 3 people, then you'd have 27 on level 3, and times 3 is 81 on level 4, and times 3 is 243 on level 5, and times 3 is 729 people just on your 6th level. And then on level 7 you'd have over 2,000 people if everybody just shares with 3. And some will share with less and some will share with more. This is just a model so that we can show you the numbers, but this is how it works out. The way doTERRA does it, they don't start at 7%. They start at 2%, where you have the least amount of people. And then it graduates gently upwards to 7%, where the bulk of your organization is going to be on seventh level, where you have 7%. You have over 2,000 people there. And look at the difference in your check just on this 7th level. In the old model, on that 7th level, your check that month would be about $12,000. And don't get me wrong, that's a really good check. But with doTERRA, same amount of people, same purchases, your check would be over $30,000. Another reason why we have chosen to partner with doTERRA, because they're looking out for us.
Can I add something? So it's not only that you're making more money, but what I love about this is it shows doTERRA's commitment to leadership and supporting your team, right? So it's built into the structure, to the organization of the commissions, where you want to support the people, because there's also this financial gain, but you also want to create a strong team and organization. And so built into the business. I mean, to me, that's amazing, to build these things into your business to create strong support and strong organizations. Those are things that I love. And of course, my gosh, 3 times.
And also, remember we were talking about the ranks, and that top rank was making over $100,000 average a month. Your only requirement, the minimum requirement to receive commissions, is 100 points, which is a little over $100 a month in personal orders. That never goes up. So I don't know any business where you can get involved for pretty much no upfront cost, and $100 a month approximately to maintain the business, and you can make that much income. I mean, we just look at our clinic, and we've got rent, and we've got all the insurances, and then we've got all the electricity, and we've got all the payroll. We got, I mean, you name it.
And we're here on weekends, and we're here
and
late
evenings.
night.
And this doTERRA, $100 a month. Thank you, doTERRA. Anyway, we're going to turn it. That's the end of our presentation. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for sharing this time with us. We know you have a lot of other choices on this Monday morning. We're going to turn it back to Aisha.
Thank you so much for all of that amazing information. We have just a few moments left. And I know that MetaPWR is such an exciting topic. It's been so life-changing for me. I absolutely love it. And I know we have other people on this call that it's been really transformational for. So if anybody wants to share a testimonial, or if you have a question, you can put it in the chat. Especially if you haven't started using it yet. I know I've talked to so many people that have said, oh, I have it on the shelf, but I haven't actually used it yet. It's so easy to use, and we want to clear up any confusion. So let me know, and or if anybody wants to share a testimonial. I know Florence has had an amazing experience. Oh, I see a hand raised. Mika, come.
Oh, hi there. So I think it's I take mine first thing in the morning. I have a cup next to my bed, water, and the packet that's not open in my cup. So as soon as I wake up, I pour that into my cup with the water, stir it up with a spoon, and I sit there and drink it. So I think it's and I've had amazing results. I do so much during the day, like all of us. And before I started taking MetaPWR, just the energy that I get, the sustained energy and blood sugar balancing that I get just with the MetaPWR collagen, just that alone has been a game changer for me. But what I really wanted to focus on is how people take it differently so that they can just incorporate that. That's like part of the fabric of their life. And mine is first thing in the morning, I get it in, because as soon as I get up out of that bed and after my MetaPWR, I'm going till way late in the night until I get to bed to do my serenity, amazing sleep system. So I'd like to hear how other people incorporate MetaPWR into their lives, or a testimonial. How are they finding it work for them? Dr. Josie, you talked about yours.
Yeah, I do it in the middle of my workout. And I'd like to just say it has changed my relationship with sugar and sugar cravings. I'd already done a lot of work with that, but it was then the next step and the next level. And anyone who has started that journey of working with just habits, you know, like if you snack at night, if you like dessert, if you have some kind of emotional, we have all these different ways in which we are working with carbohydrates and sugars, and there's emotional cravings versus physical cravings. And I think the thing that MetaPWR helped me with so much is really the physical, any physical relationship with sugar and getting that spike, and even carbohydrate cravings just melted and was gone. And I was really just left looking at my habits and emotional habits around it. And just this idea that I thought I wanted dessert, but then I would check in with my body and be like, I actually don't want this. Yeah. So that's really fun to start to get at that level. And now it's just not even there. So what a gift on that level.
And Aisha, don't you take yours before and after workout? Which I'm gonna try that. Tell us.
Yeah. I typically take it every morning. I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take my MetaPWR. On days that I work out, then I take a MetaPWR after my workout, and that is super helpful. And I know we only have 1 minute left, and I see Florence. Did you have your hand up? Come on and share.
Okay, I would love to share. And I'd like to reiterate what Dr. Josie said. I too, as well, don't have those cravings, which is huge, really huge. And I take mine in the afternoon, about mid-afternoon, somewhere between 2 and 4, typically. I notice a little bit of a decreased appetite as well. Energy. Oh my gosh, you guys, I could not do all the stuff that I've been doing for the last, 14 months had I not been on MetaPWR. It gives me the motivation to get out there and do things. I feel really good. I get a lot of compliments like, what are you doing? And I share, of course, but, and then the cognitive thought process on point. I'm 73. So, I have some years behind me, and I've had some situations that had come up in the last 8 years that gave me no motivation to do anything. So the last 14 months, game changer. I will not be without it ever, ever. And that energy level is beyond what I really like to point out to people, it's not a caffeine fix. Don't expect to have that extra boost of energy after you've drank it, because it's not. It's something very subtle inside. So it's pretty exciting to have that happening. Anyway, I just absolutely love it. I won't be without it. And I do the MetaPWR Assist before any carb meals at all. And I also do the MetaPWR oil in my water first thing in the morning, and then sometimes throughout the day. So I'm using, 3 of the products on an ongoing basis. Grateful to have the soft gels just for whatever reason. And then I also, I don't do the gum because I don't care about gum. But anyway, I just love it, you guys. We got to all keep doing it.
Absolutely, Florence. Thank you. And thank you for mentioning the cognitive support. Many people have expressed improved mood. And I too have really experienced that, having struggled with some depression and anxiety from divorce and COVID and all of the things. It really helps stabilize my mood. And I will give one last plug. If anyone is premenopausal or menopausal and can't seem to get rid of that stubborn belly fat that likes to accumulate, it really helped shed that when nothing else was really touching that. So I was also grateful for that. So we really
Aisha?
kept, yeah.
I just want to tune in. People don't realize the importance of that. The stubborn belly fat, that's visceral fat. Visceral fat is different from extra fat that from body fat. Visceral fat happens in menopause with women because of inflammation and hormone changes. So the getting rid of some of that tire and some of the visceral fat that you're seeing, there's a little bit of belly on top of that. But when you have that, that usually means there's also the visceral fat. That's that inner thing that Florence was talking about that is happening with that sense of energy. It's because our hormones are balancing and our inflammation is going down and we're becoming healthier and our metabolism is kicking up. It's all in that internal engine in our cells and our metabolism. So that's what's happening when you notice that you're having that little bit of belly fat go away. You can pretty much guarantee that all of that other stuff that is not good for us in menopause, and especially visceral fat, is going down as well.
Yeah, thank you. Such a good point. Well, we are at the top of the hour. We are a couple minutes past. I want to remind all of you that if you are sharing Building Doterra, tonight is our power coaching session at 5 p.m. back here, same link. Us visionary leaders will be here. Please come with any and all questions. There's no stupid questions. It does not matter where you are along your journey, at the very beginning, the middle. Come and hang out with us tonight at 5. And then next Monday, we will be talking about the holy oils. We'll be talking about frankincense and myrrh and spikenard. And because oftentimes in December, we have a little bit of a frankincense promo. So we like to talk about the power of those oils. And then we have 2 days of BOGOs left today and tomorrow. A lot of them are getting close to being sold out. I just put those updates on the Essential Wellness page. So if there's some BOGOs you really want to get, do not delay and go and grab those. So have an excellent day, everyone. And we'll look forward to seeing hopefully most of you this evening. Bye-bye.
Bye.